Hi, I'm Fran of the Native Plants Healthy Planet podcast. Wanted to talk about a project that we're currently doing in our yard. It's November here in New Jersey, and although, as you can see, there's tons of beautiful native trees behind me, let's actually see if we can take a look here. There's red maple, red oak, we have some white oak, there's a sugar maple in full fall color, and Prunus serotina, which is black cherry. We have beautiful ash, but as you can also see as I go around, we have just about every invasive imaginable in our yard, even with all the work that we've done. You can see ivy climbing up these trees. Even though we've cut them, some are still winning the battle. We have Rosa Sharon, we have invasive hemerocallis, there's burning bush, there's barberry, there's wisteria, there's so many things. But we've been doing due diligence and we've been trying to remove this stuff and plant native. So our new project is, speaking of the daylilies, we had a huge patch here in our yard and we're trying a little solarization here. As you can see, we have some winterberry holly, some elderberry, Virginia rose, blueberry, some other things here. Typically, solarization is when you cover the plants and you heat up the soil to kill what's underneath of it. Typically, summer's the best time to do it. Clear plastic does a better job. We're repurposing some old camping tarps to do this. This whole area here was all invasive daylily. It was one huge garden of invasive daylily. Now, typically for the best application, you want to do 6 to 8 weeks. Because we're doing it in the winter and it's not quite as hot, we have time to kill. So we're going to do all winter and then come back and we're going to plant a meadow. There's actually some plants that we had dug up that have gone dormant, that were where our patio is now. And we put this down before the leaves fell. Let's take a look underneath and see how it's going. You can see some bare soil, but you can see the daylilies are still hanging on here. So we definitely have some time to go. So you can also use pizza boxes for this. There's so many different things you can use. But this is one of our way of fighting invasives. If you've ever tried to dig out native daylilies, they are impossible. They really are. The tubers, if you don't get them all, they just keep spreading and spreading. We have a garden in the front that we thought we got most of them, and they're not quite there. And eventually we're going to have to tackle all this ivy to make sure it doesn't creep in. But this is going to be our meadow, and I'm going to do videos throughout the year just so you can see what we're doing and update. And hopefully at this time next year, I'm showing you a much different scenario. So thank you for joining me, and keep following in #NativePlantFran.